What is up, my awesome friends? Chris Williams here from Group Coach Nation. So let me just talk this whole thing out because people frequently ask this on calls when we're talking about how to build group coaching programs and why that versus one-on-one. So when I first started doing this, I kind of had this am I being selfish doing group coaching when I should be doing the best thing for my clients, which is one-on-one consulting or one-on-one coaching, giving them my best time one-on-one. But I totally realized, okay, I feel kind of selfish trying to go to group because it's all about me because, I keep hearing truly most clients have the same questions, 95% of the questions are really the same. And you realize you're doing the same thing over and over and over. You're like, oh my gosh, this is so easy to put in a system, but they don't want to watch an e-course or they don't want to just template, they want my time. Okay. So moving to group coaching or masterminds, whatever you want to call it. Here's what I learned. And I didn't learn this until I was in a mastermind. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, I've seen this in so many other areas of my life. And I just never connected the dots. We actually, as humans, change 5 times faster. The data is kind of fun to watch. Education folks have been using this for a long time. Therapy programs have been using this for a long time. There's tons of programs out there that are group oriented. We've evolved or were created, however you want to view how humans got here. It doesn't matter for this conversation. We're group creatures, right? We do better in communities. We do better in groups. We do better in tribes. We do better in cities. The farther away you get one-on-one, things start to kind of go weird with humans typically, right? We're better as group creatures. It's the same way from an education, a learning, and a structure standpoint. So here's what all of a sudden I learned. When I was in my first mastermind, I was a student. I was in Boise, Idaho, sitting down with a group of 50 other amazing digital entrepreneurs. And I was like, oh my gosh, you people are geniuses. I learned so much more from being in that room than I ever did from the leaders of the mastermind. And that mastermind, the leaders were totally authentic, hey, you're going to learn more from this group than you will from the leaders. And it was true because my neighbors were asking questions. I was asking questions. We're all having this listening to each other's conversations going on. And whoa, I started changing faster. And then y'all know me. I'm pretty open on this channel. I'm have a pretty deep therapy background. I've been helped by some really amazing professionals that have helped me understand and figure out where did I come from, my past, some trauma, some stuff like that. It's okay, folks. You can talk about this stuff in public. Who cares? But here's the thing. I've been to a couple of programs where I was in a group therapy structure. And I realized, oh my gosh, I got a year's worth of work done in 1 week. How fast is that? What's going on? I asked my therapist that. And they're like, well, it's pretty well documented. People change and grow faster in groups. In a therapy setting, obviously, sometimes we want that one-on-one, but this is so private. I don't want to tell anybody else. I get it. But for a lot of us, we can have that public story or in a safe spot in a therapy setting. In a business setting, in a mastermind or group coaching setting, oh my gosh, it's so easy. So here's where this is kind of coming cool. Since I shifted my coaching and consulting, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 years ago, I don't know when it is, to group coaching. And first time I tried it out, I was so nervous that I wouldn't be able to take care of 5, 10, 15 people in a group at a time. And then I realized, oh my gosh, it's playing out here too. These people are changing faster because they're in a group with me, not because they're one-on-one. And I was doing something that was more sustainable for the business model. My clients, your clients, they want us here for a long time, right? They don't want us to burn out in 6 months and ghost them. So you got to do something sustainable. But the cool thing about group coaching is that your clients actually change faster. They get better, faster results. Now, clients are all different, right? Some clients catch on fast and they start making huge strides. Some clients, it takes longer than the average. That's okay. There's ends to the bell curve, and that's okay. Some of that changes depending on the business climate we're all in at any given moment. But the thing is, that client, even if they're slower to accept or slower to take action, that client will get there faster because they were in a group. If it takes them 6 months instead of 3 months, it would have taken them several years if it hadn't been in a group. If it's a tough business client, tough business climate that you're in right now, let's say, no big deal. It's work. You got to figure it out. But it would take longer for you and your groups if you're doing this one-on-one. So if you're trying to figure out how to do something, join a group. Join a group. I do that. I totally take my own medicine on this. I am in masterminds. I'm in 2 masterminds right now as a student, as a participant. One, learning digital marketing stuff that my team and I are trying to like really figure out because we really want to get good at this as a team. And the other, it's more of a relationship building, like influence style mastermind, where we're just connecting each other to other big places that we're taking our industry, right? Both super cool. I am learning so much faster. My team and I are changing so much faster because we're in a group structure. So I totally encourage you to, number one, if you're trying to learn something, if you're trying to learn how to build masterminds, join our stuff. Like, we'll do this in a group setting. If you're trying to learn how to rebuild cars, join a car building group. If you're trying to learn how to build websites, do Facebook ads, whatever it is for you, join a group that talks about that. If you don't know who to join, reach out and ask us. We have tons of people in this community who've built amazing masterminds that are subject matter experts on all kinds of cool things. Now, that's step one. Do it for yourself, right? Do it for yourself. Two, join and build your own group coaching program or mastermind. Like, you can take 10 client slots in your calendar, and you can get all that time into 1 or 2 calendar slots and teach all 10 of them at the same time. And you get your life back. You're more sustainable. You can show up with more energy, more passion. You can actually invest in your own learning and own structure because you have time to do that now, which means you're going to have more to give to your people in a more creative, more authentic, deeper way. That's a big deal. Like, because we got to show up for realsies and we got to like do serious work with our clients, right? You can invest in yourself if you go to a group coaching model that you're leading, because it gives you lots of time. Your clients change faster. You get to be more sustainable and you get to be a better you, right? What's not to love about that? So dive in, do the work, right? Make that shift. I know it seems complicated when you're shifting from one-on-one or done for yous to like, okay, I'm going to start helping people in a group setting. Ask your questions. I know you have questions. Ask your questions, dive in. We got answers. Send us DMs if you're too shy to ask your questions in public. I get it. If you just want to ask your questions right here, go for it. We'll answer your questions. That's why we're here. Group Coach Nation is here to help you build a group coaching program or mastermind, or scale the one you already have and get that pricing right, get your offer right, get the leads coming in, and fill up those programs, because you can change people's lives. And that's so critically important. Keep doing it. You guys are awesome. Keep rocking. Keep being the best you, because your audiences and your people need you. Do the work, get the results.